welcome back. Okay, we have a huge Vlog Squad, David Dobrik, Jeff Wittek update. So, as we're aware, Jeff Wittek, who is this man, by the way, was the one who made the video called My Truth. It got over 1 million views, and it was him basically attacking Kat Tembarge, who wrote an insider article detailing an event by a woman coming forward about her experiences with David Dobrik, the Vlog Squad, and Dom, and what he did to her. Just essay, R-word, awful. And detailing all that, and he was basically just trying to discredit the article, discredit the victims, discredit the author, saying that it was behind a paywall, so how can we trust this? You know, the company are just trying to exploit it for money, which again, the journalist he was attacking for that has no control over that, and it's a company who are making money at the end of the day, and they're writing stories. And something that was important to note was he was kind of defeated on that point by Ethan Klein, who said, oh, by that logic, is everything in the New York Post not true because you pay for the newspaper? It's the exact same thing, it's just online. You know, there's lawyers involved, there's work involved, this is people's jobs. The people's jobs is to investigate this and bring this to the light so then accountability can be seen. And people disagreed, and he got absolutely destroyed online. And that video that he did, he then deleted like 2 days after he went on Frenemies and got absolutely destroyed. They basically got the information out of him that he had not read the article. So he made a video talking shit about this article, trying to disprove it and say it was so bad and so, like, how can we trust it? And you know, all this is so scummy and whatever, it's exploitative. And he had not even read it. Basically, that he was involved in the article because he's being accused of supplying and buying the underage girls with alcohol, and then from that, they were then loosened up so that things could happen between them and Dom, who is a disgusting man who was a member of the Vlog Squad, and then this was exploited for footage by David Dobrik. So, that's kind of the brief summary of Jeff. I don't know if that made sense. It's just, there's a lot been happening. And so he made this video basically still defending David Dobrik, and it just did not work out for him. Now, I do have an update for you. He posted one today. The title is literally a period. Okay, period. And it has 400,000 views right now, and it is 6 minutes long. And this video, I really wanted to play for you because he has done a complete shift. And I'm glad he's done this. I think he's finally not being damaging with what he's putting out there. In it, he addresses multiple things, kind of the power dynamic with David. Can we bring the focus back to Dom, who was the man who did this? Again, at some points, kind of, you know, sidesteps around David. The question is as well, a lot of money that Jeff has made has been through these experiences, and so he is coming for other people talking about this, including drama channels, commentary channels, journalists, news articles, who are, you know, talking about this because, you know, they're exploiting it for money, which again is just so hypocritical because you're not allowing people to, including in their job, talk about this, as opposed to them, talking about Shane Dawson or, you know, Jeffree Star, or like we do with every other YouTuber that's happening. But for many years, this was how Jeff made his money. Off of this exploitative content, off of this disturbing content, so other people aren't even allowed to bring to light and talk about it and give their opinions and raise a bigger conversation as part of, you know, their job as well. Because you did it, and what is that noise? Holy shit, there's like, hold on, sorry Bessie, I don't mean to be rude. What the fuck is that? I don't know what it is. I think there's something like rolling around or something. I don't know. I'm gonna close my window. We have no time for this bullshit. I think it was a bin or something, like, whatever. It's just, he brings the point up here, and I think it's, he also says that he donated money, and I'm so glad, and I'm so happy that he's doing that. He's just not addressing the fact that, you know, he was a member of the Vlog Squad through all of these times, through all of this content. He's a member of Dispo, David's app, and he, you know, has profited off of all of these encounters with these girls, like, as in putting them in the situation. And he has such an issue with people talking about it because they're making money off it as well. They're talking about it, and they're talking about it on platforms that are their job, and they make money off it. And it's the same argument of if you're buying a newspaper. You know what I mean? So I do just want to call him out on that. However, this video is a huge improvement, and we're just going to go through it and watch it. So here we go. This video is called Period, and let's go through it. So
Alright, so I deleted my last video
Good.
titled My Truth because
It wasn't your truth.
turns out I had some things wrong from my memory, and there was a lot of things I said wrong and did wrong in that video because I acted out of emotion and impulse.
Good,
and
it's being
frustration
addressed.
That my name was even mentioned in it. And I said I didn't want to discredit the victim, but by discrediting the reporter and my small, minuscule part in the story, I did just that. I discredited the...
Honestly, this is a great way to start this video. It's a good way to start this video. Direct and saying that, yeah, I did this and it was completely wrong. I didn't mean for this to happen, but that doesn't matter because it did happen. Good.
Entire story that this girl worked up the courage to tell.
Yep.
And I feel horrible about it, and I just want to apologize. I truly believe Hannah's story. I respect her for coming forward and telling it.
Good.
It takes a lot. And to have somebody like me come on and just focus on myself and my part of the story and saying that it was a lie just because I was selfish and I didn't want to be mentioned in this act at all. Imagine if something like being did and then nothing happens to that person, but they keep growing. And
you know, all I'm gonna say is, do I think Jeff is a horrible person? No. Or at least I don't think he's one of the worst from the vlog squad. He has made a lot of mistakes within the past week in terms of going about this article. I do like how this video is addressed. It was needed to be made, especially because he had that other video up for so long and got 1 million views on it and a lot of attention on his name through that. This video has just kind of even reinstated in my mind, you know, that what he's saying, even though he's saying that he didn't like that he was brought up in the article, and it is still like an open investigation, you know, like, was it Todd that bought the girls the drink that, you know, led this to happen? Was it him that led it to happen? And, you know, it is very, like, the top important to note that, you know, we're not talking about Dom anymore. Dom who did this. Who did that to the girls. And in doing this video, I'm really glad that, you know, the attention is coming back to that. And for that, Jeff, you know, like, a well done. Again, I'm not praising you for anything you've done within the past week, because it's been, honestly, disgusting and very, like, protecting men mentality. But this is a good step forward. A good step forward.
And keep getting more successful and keep making the same jokes. I had to take some time to think about all this. In David's video, he said that he got the text 3 months after the incident happened. I wasn't filled in on this for whatever reasons. I don't know if it was because he thought I would attack Dom, or maybe he didn't want to tell anyone to protect his squeaky clean brand at the time. I don't know.
Ooh, him saying at the time as well, really shady. And here's what I'm saying. So the text he's referring to is the one the girl had sent to, like, David and Dom, saying, hey, I don't want to read the text out. I don't want to read the text out. But it was basically just that, you know, this happened. Stop exploiting, you know, the live footage from this. And as we're aware, you know, the girls speaking about it, they're very happy that, you know, the conversation is happening about accountability through this. Which, again, I don't like that Jeff is trying to, you know, shut down. But they're talking about the actual video. You know, the video of this happening to them, that is a triggering event in their life that was 5 million views from David Dobrik. And there was a text saying, we want this down, that David was not showing people. Keep in mind as well.
For it's just not something you hide, and
True.
I wasn't told.
Good
and
to
I was in
address.
the video, and I was acting in bits, and I stand by that. I was looking in a room, and I didn't witness anything. But something horrible did happen, and people knew about it, and they didn't tell me. And I didn't find out until the reporter reached out with this article. Because the state of mind I'm in, I acted off impulse and anger, that my name was even a part of it. And I apologize for that. I don't even have the courage to tell you guys what happened to me. So, for me to discredit this girl for coming forward and talking about a traumatic thing that happened to her, and it had to be extremely hard to come forward and say it. And I'm supposed to be this tough guy, and I can't even tell you what happened to me because I'm scared of the criticism I would get in return, I don't know if I would be able to deal with it. There's no contracts, there's no NDAs, there's no lawsuits. I just don't know if I could take it because I know how I got hurt was stupid.
Okay, I think this is like a really dumb moment on my behalf. What is he talking about there? I don't mean like an event, because obviously we don't know. Where he's saying about no NDAs and he hasn't signed anything, he's like, am I missing a chunk of the timeline that we know? Or do we, like, what is he referring to, like, not speaking up about his eye? You know, the event that happened there? Or, like, you know, something else? I don't want to comment on what he just said because I think I don't understand it. I would appreciate if maybe you do and you would let me know. I'm struggling to understand what he meant by that, so I'm not going to comment on it because I don't want to be misinterpreted or put that out there, so I apologize.
And I'm embarrassed of it, and I've been acting irrational lately. I've undergone various surgeries on my eye and my head, and I had brain trauma. I've been on meds, and that's why I stutter, and that's why there'll probably be some cuts in this video. But fuck it, I'm going to try my best to be completely transparent and vulnerable and honest, and I'll probably fuck up on a couple things, but when they asked me about the article, I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to speak about my health and my vision, my fucking eye, I'm embarrassed of, and I see like a camera that's out of...
Is this eye the same thing that, like, is being speculated that it was because of David, allegedly, you know, something happening to him? Because, again, I feel like I'm just missing so much here.
Because I see complete blur out of my left eye, and it fucks up both my vision, so it's difficult for me to read, and I had the article read to me, and that's still no excuse. I could have had it read to me 30 times and got every detail right, but I let my emotions get the best of me.
I'm glad he's addressing that.
Of just me being selfish, and that's it. I tried to blindly defend my friends when, truthfully, if something like this happens, you need to speak about it. You need to tell people. You need to take action, because you can't cover shit like this up. This girl spoke up and told her story.
Yeah. I mean, this is the video that we want, and quite frankly, the community needs from David, the Vlog Squad. And Jeff, you've been messy recently. This video's making me look at you in a different way. I'm still side-eyeing you. However, it's a really good improvement. It's a really good improvement. We're not seeing this level of transparency, and I believe it is transparency, from any member of the Vlog Squad right now. And you know that's true, bestie.
3 months after it happened. And then everybody continued to keep making these jokes. And
about Dom,
including myself. If I was the victim and I continued to watch these videos and see that I was still associating with Dom, and I made a joke with Dom that they separate the sexual... I mean, I literally said something based off a character that I thought that we all had an understanding of, that this was just a character, when he was a known abuser. And I had jokes come out after the situation and after people knew about that, and that doesn't sit right with me. So
that is true what he's saying as well. They say this about the Vlog Squad, you know, we're characters and we play different people and different things, and Dom's was being inappropriate with girls and never asking for consent, and there are many videos of Jeff resurfacing of him making jokes about Dom being like this, and they are quite frankly disgusting, and him saying this doesn't even excuse that. However, you know, it's appreciated it being addressed that, you know, they weren't told the entire truth from David, even though he was being told what was happening. So they were still going along with it from what we're being told, because it was, you know, the characters they were playing, but it was a lot deeper and a lot realer than that. So, I mean, this is very disturbing.
Level here that's off, and I don't stand for that. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to be accountable for myself, and that's it. Obviously, I need to take some time to heal and get my shit together. I'll do just that. I'll work on myself, and I'm going to try to grow from this experience. If this video gets torn apart and it's my last video and it gets 1 million dislikes and I get fucking ripped apart again, but it got at least one person to speak up and one person to get help or call and just talk, just get your story out there. If you know somebody that's assaulted someone, even if they're your best friend or your own fucking family member.
I really appreciate this part of the video. I think a lot of people are really appreciating this, and for the victims having something like this now being said, we can only hope it's comforting at least, or like a little bit relieving, or at least like it's not being silenced, and you know, there's someone in the inner circle of this who's willing to still have that conversation and use their, in the past week, mistakes to further highlight that we should be talking about this. Oof.
You need to speak about it. This story's getting a lot of attention all over YouTube, and
there's them saying about that we should be focusing on Dom, which I agree.
It's become a form of almost entertainment for people because of everyone that's involved, and it's not entertainment at all. This is a girl's life, and it's a thing she'll have to live with for the rest of her life. And if you're making money on it, I understand businesses need to keep their lights on, and people need to make money, and that's how the world works, but just try to help. Just do anything you can.
I'm glad that he took the detour with that, because that would have been an incredibly hypocritical moment from him. You know, these victims are saying that they want people talking about this. They want people continuing to, you know, hold this conversation and accountability and all like this. And it's like, those people, those journalists, those drama channels, those commentary, those, you know, newspapers are not the ones who were filming these moments. David Dobrik, 5 million views, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's like, to have the conversation of people speaking up about this is something the community has really needed, in my opinion. About the abuse of power at the top from men, the power imbalance, the continued power imbalance. And so I'm glad at the end he was like, you know, he was like, you need to keep your lights on or whatever. He was like, okay, just continue having the conversation. This video has really made me change my tune with you, Jeff. I thought you were really sleazy after that first video. And I mean, this is a huge improvement. A huge improvement. Okay, we have like 50 seconds left.
Help. I feel like you should. I suggest you should. I don't give a fuck what anybody else does. I can't be accountable for anybody but myself.
True.
I chose to donate to RAIN. RAIN is a charity for SA victims. It's a hotline as well. If you want to call them and talk, you can do it for free. This is an ongoing situation that needs to be talked about. You cannot keep things like this a secret. And if you know anybody, just call and talk. If you've been assaulted, call and talk. I appreciate, you know, everybody educated me more on this situation, because, you know, that's what life's about. That's all we can really do is learn and grow from these situations and try to help other people.
Oh wow, that was very dramatic at the end. A good video from him, a good video, and in comparison to what we had seen from him a couple days ago, a great video actually. Like, looking at the comparison, and I mean, I don't think this was a performative moment like David's apology or anything. I think it was genuinely, he got so much backlash and he was forced to realize that he was a scumbag in what he did. I think his video will have a really positive impact. Yeah. I mean, good for him. I mean, he addressed a lot in that. I want to know what you think of it, though. And where you're at with it. So, comment below, bestie, and we'll talk about it. I wonder what the besties will think. I mean, good for him continuing to speak up, even though, like, the past week has been, like, a lot. Which he got himself into, by the way. But, you know, at least, like, if he's going away now, he did that video. It's appreciated. Okay, I love you. I will see you in my next one, and let's talk about it below. Bye.